your body though.
And it's like when you're uncircumcised, you don't have no feeling. You know,
Yeah.
you know, before we came into the truth, we didn't have no feeling. You know, we were dead. You know, but when we got circumcised, we came into this truth, and now it's like we can breathe. You know,
Oh, yeah.
now it's like we're free.
It makes sense. Things make sense. You know, things make sense to a point you're like, oh, that's what happened. This is why it's happening. Things make sense though when you come into this truth, though. You know, when this brother woke me up, we were talking about the Edomites, though they're the devil, and at first that couldn't click to me though. You know, but then this brother started breaking it down to me. You know what? These motherfuckers are foul motherfuckers, though. You know. But then he told me also too, just because he looks white, so-called white doesn't make him an Edomite too. So that's what put more into like understanding, like, oh, okay, that makes sense too, you know. So that's the thing about it, though, you know. Can you get Joshua chapter 5:5? Because in this book, though, well, not this book though, but the book after Joshua, I believe it's the book of Judges. Well, you can get that one though. Joshua died, right? And then our people that were right there in the land of Canaan, they started going off though, because they didn't have a leader though. They didn't have someone to be like telling them the statutes and commandments though. So they started going off and shit. So they started becoming what? Uncircumcised though. You know? Can you get that one?
Joshua 5:5. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness by the way as they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised.
Yeah, because our people were going off in the wilderness though, man. You know, hey, when I think it was Numbers, right? When Gad, tribe of Gad, and who was it? Was it Manasseh or Reuben? They said that they wanted this possession right here to put their cattle and things though, and before they crossed the river though, right? And to get the land of Canaan, because they spoke upon that, the Most High made them lost in the wilderness for 40 years. So that generation though of uncircumcised though, the Most High had to kill them off though, you know. So because the Most High made them go lost 40 years in the wilderness though, just because they wanted can we put this possession of this cattle, right here though, We're like, no, like you gotta understand, we're gonna cross the river, take these motherfuckers out though, and then you get the possession though. But since they were already jumping the gun, start ahead again a game, they didn't follow though. So therefore, the Most High punished them though, So they were unclean though. So therefore, they were unclean. The Most High couldn't have them in the land yet though.
Yeah. It's like disgusting,
Yeah. You wouldn't kiss a bitch that has a cold sore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey bitch, wait, you have a cold sore. I don't know now about you though. You're defiled. Your lips are defiled. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't kiss a bitch that has a big ass cold sore. Oh yeah, come on, let's come over here. I'll maybe make out with you. Hell no. You're gonna be like, what the fuck's going on your lip? Yeah. So to be circumcised, it means you had to be clean though. You had to be clean. Can you get the Book of Galatians 2? I believe it's 2:16. Because a lot of these, I think it's Sakari and other camps though, they believe that having the fringes will save you though. They go based on the law though, They go, they think, oh, I do this and I do that. I go based on the law, and they think that makes them clean, They believe that makes them circumcised though, just because they're following the law though, And remember they had the thing with you gotta wear your fringes at nigga, with that deacon motherfucker. But having all this, like any Israelite could wear a garment and say, I'm an Israelite. But do you truly believe you're an Israelite and are you doing the work? Can you get down with Baba Shah?
Galatians 2:16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahweh Mashiach. Even we have believed in Yahweh Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Mashiach.
Exactly.
And not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified.
Exactly. Yeah, you could be wearing the garments. Oh, you don't have to be eating pork, but that doesn't mean you're saved though. If you don't, a lot of these motherfucking camps don't believe in Yahweh Shai though. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai though. They just believe on doing the law and you'll be safe, and that's it, though, you know? But hey, anyone could get circumcised, right? But if they're over there committing adultery, hey, I'm circumcised though. But hey, you just committed adultery. You ain't pork though. So that makes you unclean. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying though, anyone can wear fringes though and say I'm an Israelite though. But are you doing the works though? That's the truth. That's why we need Yahweh Shai though, you know? Because through him though, we meet the Father, to get to the Father though. If you don't worship Yahweh Shai, you're just dead though, in general. You're just dead. Look at all those wicked Pharisees that were going against him though. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to justify the law though, you know? But Yahweh Shai was telling like, you know, you have to have faith though, you know? What did he say though? I don't come to destroy the law. In Matthew 5th chapter, I believe. So that's the whole cut, you know? Can you get Acts 15, read verse 5? Yeah, because that's the thing though, man. If it was like, if Yahweh Shai went out and came in the scene though, hey, we would have been going off already though, because we didn't get circumcised when we were 8 days old, or later on and shit, you know? See, that's the thing about it though, man. If you wasn't Yahweh Shai though, that's why these other Israelite camps that say, you know, well, going by the law, you dummies, you know, Yahweh Shai pretty much died for us though, so you could come back to the Father though, you know? Can you get down,
Acts 15:5. But there rose up certain of the sect of the Pharisees which believed, saying that it was needful to circumcise them and to command them to keep the law of Moses. And the apostles and elders came together for to consider of this matter.
So they came to they talked about it, right? You know, they came to talk about it. Can you get that one?
And when there had been much disputing, Peter rose up and said unto them, Men and brethren, ye know how that a good while ago the Most High made choice among us, that the Gentiles by my mouth should hear the word of the gospel and believe.
Yep. The Gentiles is us though, you know, Israelite foreigners though, you know. That's why what happened with the Cornelius, Book of Acts 10 though, they had to, you know, kind of wake up the Gentiles, you know, us, you know, Israelite foreigners though. Because, you know, we're scattered everywhere though. What's the whole point, like, you know, like just Israel and Judah and that's it though, you know? Nah, man. They went, that's why, what was the whole point of Apostle Paul going everywhere? What was the whole point of that? You know what I mean? Yeah, Apostle Paul, you think it was easy for him to take those, 3 trips though? No, he went out to wake up the Gentiles, like pretty much like we say, Apostle Heart, you know, is Paul, you know?
He didn't have to go to the whole world because he knew that the word was going to spread to the whole world.
Yeah, because it did spread though, you know? Like Apostle Paul though, you know, he went because they were thinking, no, he's there to wake up everyone though, the whole world though, you know? The whole world though. But it's like, what are you talking about? You gotta be certain. There's many scriptures that talk about certain worlds. Can you get 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 3:19, Bible Shah? And I'm gonna get the 1 Peter right now too. You can get in the blue letter. Yeah, it's 1 Corinthians 3:19. Because, yeah, go for it.
1 Corinthians 3:19, for the wisdom of this word, for the wisdom of this world is foolish with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah, so if he was for the whole world, why? Because he wrote that book, right? Corinthians, right? So why did Paul put that in that book? If the world is for the foolishness, though. If he went out there for the so-called world, right? No, he went for the world of Israel, though, you know? Because I'll get this real quick, though, you know? You could get, Colossians 2, because I'm going to get the 1 Peter, right? Because also, you know, you'll see right here that he went out for the Israelite foreigners, though, so which I'll get it right now. Because people think that he went out for the whole world. No, this is specific, though, for the people here on this chart right here, you know? So I'll get First Peter. Oh yeah, First Peter. That's this blue letter, man. It's real good, man. So I'll get the definition though. Which is G1291, right? And the definition look of scattered. Watch, read it. You see A? What does it say?
Scattering, dispersion.
Read out under that.
Of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations.
Boom. First Peter, first chapter, first verse says of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. So therefore, it was people, Israel, scattered to these different nations. So that's who Paul was going for, though. You know, that's who Paul was going for. You know, it wasn't just for everyone like that. You know, there's a lot of people been honking lately, though. You know, so we're probably getting some recognition now. You know, because I don't know who they were, but hey, guess what? They're probably, hey, what's up? You spreading the word, you know?
They might be watching videos.
Yeah. Hey, but they're probably the Israelites, though, you know?
And they might not have time to stop by, you know?
But they're acknowledging,
Yeah.
you know? So that's the thing, you know? So Paul was going out trying to get the Israelites back to who they really are, though.
And you can tell by the way they hung. That was like the beat, you know? Like,
Yeah, and they're kept, you know? Yeah. It wasn't no scoffing shit, you know?
Yeah.
There was nothing to do with that. You know? So circumcised, though, you know, we're trying to circumcise our people, though, you know? The elect, though. The righteous people, though. We're trying to circumcise them, though, because to have them come to their nationality, which they're Israelites, though, you know?
Trying to make them hunk.
Yeah.
Trying to wake them up. That's what, trying to stir up the word, you know?
Yeah, because what people believe in, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting baptized, being water, you know, but hey, you can be throwing water as much as you can, but doesn't make you circumcised, though, because, you know, after you got water thrown at you, you go get Little Caesars, extra pepperoni, and then guess what? You're defiled again, or you're defiled, though. Getting water thrown at you, getting circumcised the carnal way, getting that foreskin cut, does not make you spiritually circumcised, though. Doing the laws and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai actually makes you circumcised, though, you know? Hey, we're trying to circumcise our people, though, you know? Try to make them clean, try to make them come back to this, though, you know? Can you get that one? I'll just do that one.
Colossians 2:11, in whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, in putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Mashiach.
Exactly, though. Isn't that clear right there?
Yep, put off the sins of flesh.
What is that? I believe it's the third chapter of that book, though. Mortify all flesh and things, though. Like kill off, you know, anything that has to do with carnal, like lust, pleasure, you know, pretty much all that, though. Kill off the old man, though. You know, circumcise, though, that old man, though. Because when you were that old man, you were uncircumcised, though. So that's all it is, though. Through Yahweh Shai, you know, you get to the Father, though. So therefore, that's saying that you have to have faith, though, you know. You have to, you know, be circumcised through Yahweh Shai, but it's spiritually, though, you know, not by the book, the law of Moses. I mean, yeah, you go by the law of Moses, though, as much as you can, though, but what does it say? Faith, having no faith, though, it's not gonna get you nowhere, you know. And can you just get the last one, Philippians chapter 3:3? That'll be my last one, though.
Let me read this again. Colossians 2:11, in whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands.
Made without hands, right?
Yep. And putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Mashiach, buried with him in baptism. And the baptism, the reason, because John's baptism, right? He was baptizing people, but he was doing it in the river. You know, he wasn't doing it at, you know, getting no water. You know, just getting some water.
The bathtub.
Yeah. The baptism.
Dipping them and shit.
Because that water represented clean holiness. You know, that was that. It's not like the water didn't make you holy, but it was your acts.
Actions, yeah.
Your actions made you holy, but being dipped in the water is supposed to make you feel clean. You know.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
after that, that's when you're supposed to put off sins.
Do all that kill the old man though. You know, because if you ain't doing that, you're still, you know, it's like what is it, 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. You can't eat in the Lord's table and the devil's table though. You can't mix them. You know, how can you say I'm clean but you're not clean though? You
It
know?
said, buried with him in baptism, wherein also ye are risen with him through the faith of the operation of the Most High, who hath raised him from the dead.
There you go.
Because the Most High, he raised the Lord from the dead. You know? And we're risen by our faith, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you're doing the right operation, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because even too, like you said, in the book of Hebrews 11 chapter, you don't see faith though, but you still have it. But I'll get it real quick while you speak upon it.
Because you got to do the right operation. Because like if you're in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And the doctor, he does the operation.
The evil, doctor, yeah.
If he messes up on that operation, you're dead.
Yeah, because even with the heart operation, the little veins things, if they don't get something right, hey, don't put a fucking what's that called with the H though, a hole in your heart.
Yeah.
So you'll be walking and shit. Oh, like, why am I feeling this? So they have to be real careful. Hey, them brain surgeons and heart surgeons, they get paid a lot of money though, but that's not nothing to do with this though. You know, with the operation though, if they go, hey, before they enter into the operation, the OR, they gotta clean themselves. They gotta wear, these hairnets. They gotta be all scrubbed down all the way down, and then they gotta be all clean because if they go in there with a dirty hand and they touch inside of a body though, then that's gonna create infection. You know?
Yeah.
So operation, that's what I say. In operations, many people have died in the operation tables. You know? This is the book of Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See?
Yep.
You gotta have faith, though, even though you don't see it,
So like we don't know who's circumcised. You know, we don't see what you're doing. You know, because it's behind the curtain. It's behind the curtain. You know.
Yeah.
So the only one who knows is the Most High. So you have to work towards the Most High. You know, work in a way that He's watching.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you could be out here in camp, right? And then you go home and commit adultery, and then you come the next day, like if nothing happened though, like what the fuck? You know? Hey, I mean that's just the way it is. In reality, there's been a lot. I'm not calling the brothers, you know what I mean? But there's been guys that fell off because they were doing shit like that through the years. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yeah, they put the foot one in though, but then they have their foot still in the world though, you know? And that's what happens to a lot of shit. You know, a lot of guys that want to say, hey, you commit to this, it's life or death though, man. You can't just have your foot in and foot out. Look what happened to the other guy though. You know, we were holding his hand through this whole pathway though. He hasn't texted me, he hasn't called me. That's on him now, you know what I mean? Hey, we're good. We got out of the hospital waiting patient no more. Like your brother was telling me, brother. Hey, we're not worried about him no more. The brother said we were patient for him, but now we're out of the hospital. Cut that fucking shit off. We're relieved because now it's on. Like I'm not saying it's on him, but the Most High. If you see something to do with him in the news, we're gonna know why. You know what I mean? We're not preying upon that on that guy though, but at the same time, if something like that were to happen, like because he drives a motorcycle, you see some shit like that, boom, you hear it in the news. This brother wouldn't even be surprised because we know how serious this is right here, man.
Yeah, because Most High, He could do something to you. You know, even if we don't put curses on you, you know, but even if He could still do something to you because you're doing something bad to us, you know, or going against us, scoffing against us.
Yeah,
you know?
anyone though, you know what I mean? Look what happened to those little kids that are mocking Elisha. You know what I'm saying? They had that bear come out. You know? So you gotta watch, and that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. That guy had to believe to see the faith. In order for him to have faith, he had to literally see it though. But it wasn't for him though. This wasn't for him though. I told him, this is not for you. You know? Because of this brother, because if it was for me, I would have cut you off already as it is. But for this brother had patience with you though. This brother said, let's give him another chance. And he hasn't called me anything like that. I'm not expecting him to call me, but it just goes to show his works that he never even believed in this to begin with. You know, he never believed in this. So you didn't waste our time. You wasted your own time and shit. You know, you didn't waste our time because we're gonna keep coming. Lord will, we're gonna still keep coming out here and doing the work though, man. Lord will though, you know, but we still say Lord will though. So, you know, coming to this truth, man, you gotta come circumcised because I guess the Most High will get you though. If it ain't today, if it ain't next year, your day will come, you know.
Yep, so you gotta get circumcised and stay circumcised.
Yeah.
I mean, get fully circumcised.
Yeah. Don't show no little, even with the little foreskin, that should kill you though. You know, showing a little foreskin can kill your ass, you know. So that'll be the end of my lesson though.
So with that,
our people in big Edomite church, yo.
so with that, we hope it's edifying. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Hakadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone camps, for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the whole 4 legs scattered around the world. Shalom.
Shalom.